Game show.
This is 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA. We're joined by the legends Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Our game tonight featuring the New York Knicks as they go up against the Oklahoma City Thunder at Chesapeake Energy Arena. A lot of W's recently for this Oklahoma City.
It's an interconference contest here in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. It's the Thunder play one at home. Thanks for joining us, everyone. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony and Doris Burke reporting from the sidelines. And the Knicks looking for a positive start here on their road trip. You talk about a team on a roll, guys. This is quite a start they've had. 10 consecutive wins to start this season.
Well, I think for New York, they've started the season with a little bit of a chip on their shoulder. They had a lot of people with doubt heading into the season. And I tell you what, they are out to prove those folks wrong.
And they're doing it, Greg. I know it's still early, but they've already shown they can compete with the best teams in the league.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. We've got the great one. Roy Hibbert is out there with Big Smooth. And there's Maverick. And it's Morgan in at the 2 spot. Well, you knew something was amiss with Durant last year. They eventually shut him down for the entire season after he was injured, which was the safe thing to do. And, Greg, the right thing to do.
Absolutely. When you have a franchise player trying to work back from injury, no need to try and get a few more games from him at the risk of derailing his career.
Now, here's Westbrook. 23 points for him the last game against New Orleans.
And Kevin, a remarkable night for him passing the basketball as well. He did a great job racking up the assists.
Can't hit from the elbow.
For Durant, KD did try to return last season, but that foot just wouldn't cooperate, and that's when they had to shut him down.
Here's the great one. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Raiders on the wing. There's a screen by Cantor. Waiters dishes to Cantor. And the rebound goes to the Knicks.
One last thing with Durant's foot. Foot injuries can be a scary thing in the NBA. Along with knees, those are the injuries you don't want to risk anything with.
Looky here. How about that one? That play, take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook for future reference.
Perfectly done. He put it on a platter for him. Gosh, that was neat.
And guys, how about the touch there on the finish? Really just flawless.
You go back to before last season with Durant. He was set to lead Team USA to their tournament, but had to withdraw from the team club.
And, you know, withdrawing, Kevin, might have been the right play to keep him healthy. He still ended up on the shelf a good while last year, but I still think it was the right decision on his part.
Here's Flash, and you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Well, a really nice job to take what the defense was giving him there.
And as competitive as Durant is, you know, it was strange to see him take himself off of Team USA. But let's face it, that Paul George injury played a big role, not only in his decision, but in a lot of guys throughout the league.
Here's Maverick. Dion Waiters making his last shot. Stolen by Cantor. Hit his leg. And it's whistled a kick. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Waiters with the ball. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Got a hand on it, but they get it back. And they'll keep possession. Launches a three. Knicks with the rebound. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
And the way they attacked the basket in that game was unreal. I mean, after a while, the defenders seemed to just wave the white flag.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, that's what will happen when a team continues to attack the basket and come away with layups. The defense tends to get demoralized and deflated.
And, you know, Durant was not the only one affected by that injury to Paul George. To see something like that happen in an exhibition game can make anybody think twice about summer play. Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
He had a nice open look right there. Big Smooth got his second bucket tonight.
His shooting percentage is really solid so far, fellas. Good start to this game for him.
Cantor, the pass to Durant. Inside. Tries yet again. That drops. Cantor's got his second basket of the game.
In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
Morgan the pass to Big Smooth. Here's the great one. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And there are the Knicks with another bucket. Well, Clark, we've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
Yeah, we sure have. I mean, it's been a bit of a windshield wiper game. I mean, back and forth, the lead has gone 5 times, so no one in clear control yet.
And, guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Tyson Chandler, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Morrow comes in for Waiters. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Green's checked in. And Westbrook gets it to go.
That's just run-of-the-mill for him. A typical day at the office. He's one of the more skilled offensive players out there.
I mean, the Knicks were bad last year, and it became evident early on. As the season grew older, more and more of their national coverage games were being pulled.
Now, here's Westbrook. With an average of around 19.5 points a game, his scoring has been a constant for them. Here's Green. Plays it up and banks it in. Green's got his first points of the night.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Morrow kicks to Durant. Just 5 to shoot. Lets it go from 14. No good. That's miss number 2. He's 1 for 3. The great one passes to Big Smooth. Here's Maverick. Some nice passing by New York here. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Morrow leading the charge. And Durant gets it to go. For the Knicks, losing a lot of nationally televised games, too. It seemed like every time they were around, they were losing. It might have been a blessing in disguise.
Well, I hope they look at it in a positive vein. It did give them a chance to focus on player development there in New York. Also allowed them to shut down Melo for the season.
And let's look now at which teams have been the hottest offensively for the past 10 games. The Thunder in 4th. Number 5, the Knicks.
And they may be getting it done in slightly different ways, guys, but both of these teams are putting up a ton of points.
.54 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Near the three-point line, it's Westbrook. Hibbert pulls it in.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Pass to the great one. From downtown, up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
This has been a thriller. You cannot say enough about the way these two teams have competed.
All indications, Greg, are that this game is going down to the wire. I mean, I'd be surprised, actually shocked, if it ended any other way.
That is good. Morrow's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Tit for tat right there, huh, guys?
Didn't take him long at all, fellas, to get those 3 points back.
Westbrook dishes to Morrow. Shoots from 14. Green with the block. And they're able to recover. Durant for 3. Shot is off. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. It's the Thunder leading by just 1. And let's hear from Tyson Chandler. He talked about what he brings to this team.
I do a lot that doesn't show up on the stat sheet. That's why
Chandler has long been the kind of player all coaches want on their team. He's the definition, Greg, of an unselfish player who doesn't care about his ego or his stats.
And he knows that and prides himself on it. That also makes him the kind of player his teammates appreciate so much because they know nobody wins any rings without a guy like Tyson Chandler on the team.
Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. What do you guys think about the Thunder here in this one?
Really active hands early on here as they're able to acquire several steals.
Well, they've really been aggressive guys on defense, and it's paid off, so why stop? Keep it up.
Anthony Morrow out there with Chandler, and then there's Steven Adams, then there's Dion Waiters, and it's Augustine in at the 1 spot. That's the group for Oklahoma City getting going here in the second.
So, you know, Anthony Morrow, one of the real lasers as a long-range bomber in the league. First rookie ever to lead the NBA in three-point percentage. Hit over 46% his first year. There's always a place for a guy like that.
And so here is New York, the Thunder making the shot. And with that, the Thunder lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Covington.
Yeah, heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
To the inside, the dish to Morrow. No luck. So New York will take it the other way. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Here's Flash. He's guarded by Waiters. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. When you look at the roster of the Thunder from last year, Clark, they knew how to build from within.
Well, last season's roster, everybody but one player was either drafted or acquired via trade. That's a rare combo in the NBA.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Cantor's checked in.
And guys, for the Thunder, listen, they're not a big market team. They've had to make sacrifices with money to stay competitive. They do a terrific job with the limitations that small market presents.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
Covington with the bucket.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
Now here's Waiters. There's a screen by Cantor. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession.
And, you know, as we've seen, success in the NBA can come in a lot of different packages. I mean, it can't happen without the big free agent signing or spending. It helps to draft a guy like Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook for that matter.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And let's review some numbers for Flash. First in free throw shooting. Second in field goal percentage. And he's third in the league in rebounding. Just a tremendous motor. He is always in pursuit of the ball.
And it's nice when you've got a guy who doesn't miss much from the line. You just keep the ball in his hands in clutch situations. He's been automatic this season. Boy, I know last year the Knicks seemed to me to be very passive offensively, and that can sometimes be the case when you're trying to learn the triangle offense, but they never seem to attack the rim at all.
As you mentioned, the Knicks very shy at going to the rim last year. Really could have used that dynamic among a lot of things to her game.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, think about this. The Knicks were last in the league in drives per game as a team. So they struggled shooting when they did attack the rim, only 42%. So those areas have to improve if this team wants to become competitive.
Green, he's checked in for Flash. Mirotic inside. Uncovered. Nice shot by Porzingis. Porzingis has got the lead up to 2 now for the Knicks.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
And Augustine kicks to Cantor. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And to this point on the season, guys, 80% from the line. He's done a really good job.
And, fellas, I think you have to like his improvements over his free throw numbers from a year ago. It's not a significant number or a huge amount, but it's improvement nonetheless.
He shoots again, and he sinks the layup. Cantor's got 9.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they built this lead for themselves here.
Porzingis passes to Gibson. Some nice passing by New York here. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Oklahoma City leading by 3. Waiters gets a wide open look. A three-pointer, no good. New York's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. To the middle, Green. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Clearly, they've been the aggressors thus far when it comes to attacking the interior in this first half.
Here's Morrow. 6 points for him. Adams, right side. Feeds it to Augustine. Clock at 6. Fires the 3. That's good. Adams has got 5 points in the quarter.
Great job from behind the arc this quarter. I mean, shooting just under 60% for the game. I mean, that's smoking.
Kiwi Steven Adams, one of the toughest players down on the block.
And Kevin Adams is not afraid to get under somebody's skin. He's pretty strong defensively, too.
Now here's Gibson. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around it. And, you know, guys, that's one of the things I like about Adams. I mean, he'll draw the ire of opposing players just because of how he approaches the game.
For the Thunder, Serge Ibaka is checked in for Adams. Durant comes in for Dion Waiters. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Augustine. And a new group in for the Knicks. Roy Hibbert's checked in for Gibson. Big Smooth comes in for Porzingis. The Great One's checked in for Mirotic. The Mavericks subbed in for Robert Covington.
Yeah, and guys, Adams doesn't want to be known as a dirty player. I mean, I think he feels he plays aggressive and he hustles, and that sometimes rubs players the wrong way.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Thunder.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And it doesn't look like they'll be giving up on any plays tonight either. Their offensive rebounding has also been equally as impressive. And after that ragged first quarter, they're getting some momentum, some confidence. Nice flow.
Yeah, and, you know, the game of basketball, as you well know, Greg, and guys, is a game of runs. So their offense is starting to move in a positive direction now. Nice upswing here.
Here's the Great One, following the basket by Russell Westbrook.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why, I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that. And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And that one's good.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
And the pass to Big Smooth. Here's Maverick, defended by Ibaka. Here's Maverick. Here's Green. Solid as a rock from 20 feet away. Green's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Cantor's shot is off.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Here's the Great One, and the Knicks good for 2.
Make it 10 of their last 12 points coming off assists.
You have to love the ball movement.
And here's Westbrook. He has 6. Screen by Ibaka. Outside Durant. Second shot opportunity. It's a tie game in Oklahoma City. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke.
Yes, Kevin, I'm here with Russell Westbrook. And Russell...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. A competitive matchup for Oklahoma City in the first quarter. They were able to squeeze ahead by the end of the period with just a 1-point lead. They couldn't hold on to the slim lead they had at the start of the second quarter and headed into the locker room with the game. All right, that is going to wrap up our halftime report as it's just about time for the start of the third quarter.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third.
What a nice quarter of basketball for Enes Kanter. 9 points and the 1 steal. I tell you what, he's made his mark on this game in so many ways, guys.
And he would have stood out just on the strength of the defense. But how about offensively? He's been clicking there as well.
On the court for the Knicks. Maverick out there with Flash. Then there's the great one. Then it's Roy Hibbert. And it's Big Smooth in at the 4. For the lead. But they recover it. The great one passes to Hibbert. Here's Flash. He's covered by Westbrook. Pass to Flash. Some nice passing by New York here. They now take the lead. Mavericks got the lead up to 2 now for the Knicks.
An excellent display of passing out there, fellas. I mean, 8 of their last 10 points have been assisted on.
And they just keep finding the open man.
Now here's Westbrook. He's got 6. And Hibbert with the block. Stolen by Durant. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Here's Kanter. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
Yeah, and a big year for Enes Kanter last season. I mean, traded from the Jazz to the Thunder and finally saw the minutes that he was hoping for.
That one goes. Count it. 9 points for Big Smooth.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow can be elusive, but the great offenses have it, and that's just what they've shown here tonight.
Here's Hibbert after Enes Kanter's basket. Stolen by Waiters. And pushing it up here. Here is Oklahoma City. And it's Durant missing.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
It's deflected. Durant with the steal. And now Westbrook pushing it up. Nope.
Oh, wow.
That's a beautiful jam.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
And that replay sponsored by Kia, the Kia Slam Cam, giving us a great look at that one. And it's blocked, but he stays with it. Ibaka, no luck.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You've got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
Pass to the great one. Hibbert against Kanter. Hibbert with the screen. Lock at 6. Passes it to the great one. Plenty of space. And again, it's New York.
Oh, wow. 4 or 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire. Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game. And how about the game plan that was constructed for that one? I mean, it was apparent how powerless the D was to stop it.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I mean, they just didn't have an answer for anything they threw at them.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Chandler comes in for Serge Ibaka. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Waiters. Westbrook with the steal. Looking to end his cold spell, and they'll keep possession. Kicks it to Augustine. Durant just inside the line. Misses off the right iron.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
Porzingis passes to Mirotic. The pass to Maverick. The shot is off. Great D that time from Westbrook. Thunder trailing by 3. Well, it was a season last year of heartbreak and change for the Thunder, narrowly missing the playoffs as the Pelicans beat them out for that 8th position.
Yeah, and they were teetering back and forth on that 8th spot for most of the year. Ultimately, they just couldn't hold on to that final playoff spot.
They grabbed their own miss. Goes back up. Gibson passes to Porzingis, and Gibson kicks to Mirotic. The 3. Pass to Maverick. He dishes it to Gibson, and he comes off the screen and slams it through.
And a sturdy screen set for him that time, and he doesn't fool around, just straight to the rim for the finish.
No way for his man to get around that one, that's for sure.
No chance, Kevin. I mean, the screen was in the right spot. His feet were set. He would have had to go straight through him, and that's not legal.
That one's in there. The Knicks lead is cut down to just 3 in the basket from Westbrook.
Guys, for the Thunder, that playoff miss was the first time they didn't make the postseason since their first year in Oklahoma. Fans have really been spoiled with how successful the Thunder have been of late.
Anthony Morrow's checked in for Oklahoma City. And New York with a change here, too. Green's checked in. New York leading by 3. Maverick passes to Green. Here's Maverick, guarded by Augustine. 3-pointer. And Green with the basket on the assist from Covington. Green's got 9 points.
And the Western playoffs it seemed a bit amiss without having the Thunder involved. Westbrook, I tell you what, he did everything he could to try and carry that injured group into the postseason last year, but it just wasn't to be.
That's good.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
Here's Maverick. He's got 5 to the middle. Mirotic, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. Nikola Mirotic, drafted as a late first-rounder, Clark, back in 2011. The Spanish star finally made his rookie debut in the NBA last season, and it was worth the wait.
It sure was, Kevin. I mean, once he started to get consistent PT, I mean, he was remarkable. Can run like the wind for a big guy, not that strong, but more aggressive than you'd think.
Waiters, he's checked in for Anthony Morrow. 1:14 left in the third. Out to the right wing. Outside, Green. New York moving the ball around. Mirotic has a wide open look. Drills it from outside. Mirotic has got the lead up to 6 now for the Knicks.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
For 3, Durant. The rebound by Gibson. Gibson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Now here's Durant. He's got 9. That one's in there. The Knicks lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Dion Waiters.
Excellent vision by Durant out there. What a nice pass.
Here's Maverick. He has 5. Now here is Mirotic. Shoots the 3. Waiters grabs the miss. And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach. We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. The fourth quarter of action getting started. The Knicks leading by 4. Inside, you've got Ibaka and Canner. On the perimeter, it's Waiters and Durant. And it's Westbrook in at the point. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. And Flash gets it to go. Oklahoma City's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Waiters dishes to Westbrook. Cantor kicks to Durant. Puts it up from 15. Jump shot is good.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it. Good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
Morgan the pass to Green. Here's the great one. Good on the triple. And the Knicks lead by 7.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
And, Greg, I have no problem with that. As a matter of fact, I hate to see teams get conservative with the lead. As long as they're good shots, take them. And as long as they're falling, continue to take them.
Westbrook with the steal. Drops in the breakaway layup.
We could have been looking at a 2-possession game, but that was a huge mistake on the turnover. Now nerves and tightness become a factor.
And it's becoming a battle of will right now. This is as good a game as we could have hoped for.
Morgan the pass to the great one. Pass to Big Smooth. Just 5 on the clock. New York needs to get off a shot. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And guys, looking at Roy Hibbert, just a mountain of a man, listed these days at about 7'2", 290 pounds, with a wingspan of a pterodactyl. I mean, a true game changer inside when he's motivated and on his game.
Boy, I tell you what, he does not look like your typical big man up there at the line. He has an excellent stroke and a percentage to match.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Yes, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Billy Donovan as he addressed his team. He gave his guys the green light to keep firing from downtown, telling them, listen, I like the work you're doing out there. Keep finding those gaps on the perimeter. They're giving us open shots.
Well, talking about Roy Hibbert, he doesn't just have size. He has a strong lower body, too. Very hard. And you know this, Clark. You worked for the organization. You saw it firsthand. Very hard to back that guy down in the post.
Yeah, and for years he's worked on ways to complement that size with improved training and footwork, even indulging in MMA one off season. I'll tell you what, he'd be one scary super heavyweight if he went the full distance in MMA.
Agreed. Screen by Ibaka. Inside. Stolen away. The great one passes to Morgan. Westbrook with the nice D there. Thunder trailing by 5. And there's the whistle. That goes on Flash. That's foul number 2 for him. Mavericks checked in for Daniel Green. Now here's Waiters. Defense right on him. He kicks it to Cantor. Ibaka outside. Another shot. And fouled as he went up to the dunk. Good aggressive move, and he'll shoot 2.
And you don't like to concede the free throws, but it's better than getting flushed on.
Well, Greg, you know, there's no question about that. You played on a tough physical Knicks team during your NBA career, and that would fall right in line with a smart, strong foul right there.
I agree. Very good point. That one miss was huge. He had a chance to turn this into a one-possession game.
And Flash gets it to go.
That's some grit and determination in the post. Essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Exactly. This is the time to attack on the interior and convert those easy opportunities.
Right back to the basics there, using the one-hand slam for that.
Doesn't he make the basics look pretty exceptional?
Yeah, he does. They look sweet when he does them.
And he better stay with those basics, because this game is still yet to be determined.
Now here's Waiters. Westbrook wide open. He fires. Here's Cantor. Can't get it to go. Now 6 of 12 from the floor. The Knicks leading by 4. The pass to Maverick. Here's Flash. And there's the feed to Hibbert. And the Knicks getting another bucket right there. Thunder have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Here's Westbrook. That's good. Westbrook's got 10 points here in the second half.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off the perimeter guys, too.
And the Thunder making a change here. Chandler's checked in. New York's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. They're 6 of 13. Morgan the pass to Big Smooth. Over to the wing. Chandler with the block. Floats one. Shot's good by Waiters. And now just a 2-point Knicks lead.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior.
No coverage that time. 14 points for Big Smooth.
Defenders need to recognize and be alert to staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Got that one up quick. 13 points for Kevin Durant.
That coverage is just too weak. I mean, heading down the stretch, that sort of defensive lapse can cost you a game.
Pass to the great one. New York moving the ball around. They set the pick. Morgan the pass to Big Smooth. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Having a little more difficulty getting the ball on them when they throw a hand.
And losing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
A lot of fast break points.
.153 left in the fourth quarter. And that one's good.
Beyond his second three.
Pass to Big Smooth. Passes it to Madden. Hibbert with the screen. Comes with the double team. And there's the pass to Big Smooth. For two.
This guy just isn't missing today. I mean, what a day he's had from the field.
And, you know, they've needed every one of those shots he's made, Greg. He's kept them in the ball game here.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They're trailing by 5. There's 1:26 left to play here in the fourth. So it's the Thunder now. Durant just inside the line. They get it back, but they'll get another chance. There's Westbrook, and finally that one's good. Westbrook's got 8 here in the quarter.
Not quite getting the second chance points that they did in the first half.
1:11 left to play in the final quarter. Here's Morgan, and again New York with the triple.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage. It's going to take something special for them to come back now.
Well, I would say something special and some luck as well, or good fortune, however you want to phrase it. You know, to cut deficits, you got to be making smart basketball plays out there. Taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that one.
Here's Flash. And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Durant. Here's Flash. 6 on the shot clock. Hibbert with the screen. Here's Morgan. Thunder with the rebound.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
And so both free throws are good. And it's a 5-point game.
That was a critical trip to the stripe. They have a 2-possession lead now.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They trail by 5. There's 21 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Westbrook, not enough on that one as it misses.
It's not winning basketball when you're attempting shots like that.
Yeah, come on now. You got to remember it's a team game. He's got 4 teammates out there with him. I don't think he needs to try to do it all by himself like that.
Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game.
And he adds to their lead with some very solid free throws.
Left side Chandler. Here's Waiters. That 3 off the mark. Hibbert. No good. So it's New York picking up the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. And that about wraps it up. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. And now time to go to Ernie Johnson, who's alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here, so is Shaquille O'Neal. Time now for some highlights as we take a look at our Jordan. He found his rhythm in the second half, and there was no stopping him then. He was locked and loaded.
He was dead on from the field tonight, guys. I'd call his performance economic.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. For me and Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have